Hey guys, welcome to the channel. My name is Daniel, and this is the Down and Dirty on power banks. Today we're just going to kind of go over the pros and cons of these three different units you see here. Yes, they are all from Goal Zero. No, I am not sponsored by them. I just happen to really like Goal Zero. The first Goal Zero product I ever bought was actually this little guy, but we'll get into that later. We'll start here. This is the 3000 Yeti 3000 from Goal Zero. I would say that the pros definitely outweigh the cons on this. We use this for a little bit of everything. We use it primarily to run as a power station to charge all of our stuff, our iPads, our phones, our smaller packs if we need to. But most importantly, it's how we stay warm. In the winter, we do a lot of camping in the camper of our Tacoma, and this thing runs our heated blankets for us. And might be a little bougie, but until you've camped with the window open and the snow falling with a heated blanket on, then don't judge me. So yeah, back to this guy. This thing is great. We can run a small fridge on this for about 50 hours. It says that we can charge an iPhone 150 times before completing the battery. Haven't tried it yet. Probably won't going to. The downside to this though is that price tag of $3,000, as well as it being 68 pounds. So it's a little heavy, but it lives in a spot in our truck where it can stay plugged in. So when we are driving from site to site down these trails and just exploring, it does have a continual power charge when we're driving. I have yet to get into the solar panel game. I do want to. With that said, I've been looking at the Boulder 200, which is supposed to charge us between 18 and 36 hours. I'm probably going to assume it's going to take more like 36 hours because conditions are never what you want them to be. But we'll see. We'll get that later on down the road and figure it out. For now, this thing plugs into a wall. 25 hours rough time from zero. We never get it that low. I think we get it down to maybe 20 at the most. Recently we took it camping. My wife's parents were with us, so we ran a heated blanket for them and a CPAP machine, and I don't think it dropped below 40% after 3 days. So if that gives you any idea of the life of these things. It is pretty cool. It has the 1500 watts continuous and 3000 surge, USB-A, USB-C. Another cool thing is if you plug something in, boom, it'll give you your output on what the watt hours are for whatever it is you're charging. So after a while, you can kind of gauge, you know, kind of how much battery you're going to use to charge something or to run something. So that being said, it's pretty cool. You can turn that light off at night so it's not blaring and just keeping everybody up or whatever. So there's that. So moving on to this little guy. This is the Venture 75. I like this guy. I've had a few other small battery, portable battery backups, but I wanted something a little bit more heavy duty. This goes with me to work. I work outside, so it's exposed to rain, cold, dirt, dropping it in the dirt, dropping it on concrete. So I need something a little more durable than my house version of this. It is cool. The price on this though, I guess it's what you get. We get what you pay for. It's 120 bucks for this. It's fairly heavy. I mean, it's 20 ounces, so it depends on what your goal is. But again, I wanted something rough that's going to take on the environment. It is supposedly dust and waterproof. Again, I'm not sponsored, so I'm not going to test this and drop it in a pool of water for hours. But it does say you can submerge it for 30 minutes. It does have a little flashlight in it. I don't ever use it, but I think it's kind of neat that it's there. Yeah, so charge time on this thing, if you plug it in with the USB-C charger, you're looking at about an hour and a half. If you wall charge it, you're looking at about 2 hours. You can plug the Nomad 20 into this, and I think it's 7 to 14 hours to charge this thing. But for me, I'd rather just plug it into this. Again, I have yet to get into the solar game. I plan on doing that at some point. It does come with this little quick charger. It's pretty short. It's not really sure why they give us such a short charging cord, but it is what it is. So yeah, that's the down and dirty on the 75 there. Lastly is this guy. Believe it or not, this is a backup. You can plug in something here. Bingo. And drop it in like that, and we are officially charging. So it is kind of cool. It's kind of in an emergency kind of thing. I don't use this as a primary charger for anything. I use it as a lantern. We will be doing a lantern or a lighting video on reviews on camp lighting, EDC lighting, and such things like that. So we'll go over this thing more later. I've had this thing for, man, 4 or 5 years. There's some rattling going on from all the dropping, but this thing's awesome. It does have a little power cord incorporated to it, so you can charge this thing up, and you can also charge it by giving it some crank. Not crank, but you can crank it. Yeah, but we'll go over that more later. This thing is one of my favorite Goal Zero products, and like I said, it's what got me into the Goal Zero game. So there you have it. That was the down and dirty on the power banks that we use. Check out our next video. The next video will be the lighting video. We're going to go over Surefire flashlights, Petzl headlamps, the Devo's Light Ranger. Just got that. I'm looking forward to putting some hands on that thing and getting some real world feedback for you guys. Again, not sponsored. These are just my opinions. I love Goal Zero products, and I'm sure they work just as well as anything else. So get out there, explore, get some power banks, keep your stuff charged. I'll see you on the next one. Thanks, guys.